Are you an H-1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H-4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H-4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H-4 visa issues. Lawyer Shah Peerally has been at the forefront of this fight for H-4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
The new novel, The Immigration Lawyer Asylum, has something for everyone. Drama and romance. The story is inspired by a true story about a man from Iraq who is a suspected terrorist and wrongfully held by the U.S. immigration. The story is centered on the immigration lawyer, Sarah, who handles the case and describes the entire immigration process to obtain his freedom. The story goes in great depth on filing immigration petitions. If you're a reader who wants to curl up with a book about immigration matters and human rights, visit Amazon.com to buy. Visit www.splgpc.com. Call 510-742-5887.
If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shah. Thanks for a very good show.
Thank you for the show and all the information that you're providing.
Hi, Shah Peerally. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for doing this program.
Hi, Shah. Thank you.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for picking up my call.
Hi, Shah. My name is Kunal. Let me thank you for this wonderful show. It's been a tremendous help, actually.
Mr. Shah Peerally, thanks for sharing the information.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to congratulate. It's a wonderful show, and lots of people are getting benefited in different areas like immigration and settlement and all.
Yeah, good afternoon. So, first of all, thank you very much for providing all this useful information. Really appreciate.
I've been listening to your shows. I know I've been listening to your shows only on Mondays, but I from now on I'll try to make it a point listen to it, the other days also. Thank you for doing such a great show. Thank you for taking my call. It's a wonderful show.
Hi, good afternoon, Mrs. Shah. Appreciate your talk show and daily listener about this, and it's very informative.
Yeah, hi, Shah. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Rajesh. Hi, thanks for taking my call, and first of all, thank you very much for your service to the community. So, thanks for briefing up the current situation. Unfortunately, it's affecting but the good people as well, whose aspiration is this country. Thanks, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
Hi, this is Ravi. Thanks for taking my call, Shah Peerally.
Hello, is this Mr. Shah Peerally?
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live on air.
Yes. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Good. Thanks.
Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you, and the same to you. Hi, sir. It's a great show you're doing. Thanks for all your help. Thanks so much.
From all of us at the Shah Peerally Law Group, we want to thank you, the audience, for making 2015 such a great year. We wish you a happy and prosperous year in 2016.
Thank you for your kind words. Thank you very much.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios. KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, sastakar, namaskar to all the listeners. Today is March 14th and we are live on Monday from the studio of KLOK 1170 AM, and I have on the board with me Franco, who is really awesome. He did an excellent job for me and I wanted to thank him on the air. And today we are going to take live questions in a few, but there are a few things I wanted to discuss about on the news on immigration, what's happening out there and what can be used, and what we can do to help people. First of all, we are in the H-1B time. You still have time to file your H-1B because the LCA takes like 7 days, so we still are taking cases up to another week. So please call us if you need help, if you're a consulting firm, if you are a regular firm, a startup, or even if you're an individual who wants us to handle your case, or wants a second opinion through a consultation. Feel free to call our office at 510-742-5887. So, ladies and gentlemen, anything I'm going to tell you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. For those who missed the show, I keep an archive on my YouTube channel, which is YouTube/Shah Peerally Law, YouTube/Shah Peerally Law. So I recommend that you check that whenever you are going ahead and we want to tell you that we will be kind of taking consultations also in the next 1 week or so. After that, of course, it will be the H-1B season, but we will still be taking consultation, but it will all be remote consultation on the phone. So for those who need help, 510-742-5887. Many things has happened in the past week. One of them is the OPT STEM extension, which has become law, and they will be accepting all those cases when it comes to the H-1B. And good, they have put a hub now for the students. And I have it on my blog, Immigration Legal Blog. If you go there, you will see it. And they are distinguishing between two kinds of students. The one which are the STEM OPT, which is pending for those who applied under the 17th month, and so pending what will happen, and for those with an existing 17 month. So I'm going to quickly talk about that. For those which are pending cases has not been approved by May 10. You will be under the new rule, but what they will do, they will issue an RFE, a request for evidence, where they will require that you meet with the compliance of the new rule. And as you know, the new rule has this 983 form, has the STEM has to qualify under the new STEM rules. That means basically you have to meet the new, because they have not put everything under STEM now. Just because you are doing something in computer science, for example, it might not. The school also has to be a school which is a school that can grant STEM, and also you will have to have your employer comply with all the rules. So that will what will happen for those pending cases. Now, for cases which are new, or those who have reached the 17 month and want another 7 months to bring it to 24 months, you still need to meet those requirements, but you will need to, of course, get what we call all the requirements that I mentioned earlier, and then from there you should be able to get what we call the STEM extension. And at this point, I think more and more lawyers are going to be involved. Usually lawyers were not that much involved on those STEM extension, but now we think it will be required almost, because the employer will have to comply with the salary, they will have site visits, the STEM will have to, and also e-verify. I was surprised to note that I heard many companies are not e-verify, and guess what? They don't even know they're not E-Verified. So make sure if you're a company, you are E-Verified to do the stamp, which was there before, but it is very important. Even you're transferring an OPT student and stamp, you need the E-Verify. So these are things that are major when it comes to getting what we call your stamp OPT. And also what I'm going to ask people to do is to make sure that you're picking the right company, and also make sure that you're compliant, because not only will hurt you now, but down the road, if you're moving to H-1B or something like that, it might hurt you because they will question you heavily on your OPT and your CPT. Now, having said that, now, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of news of immigration. We heard Senator Hillary Clinton, Senator Bernie Sanders. We heard, of course, Mr. Donald Trump talking a lot of things on immigration. So sorting out what we are going to see next on the predictions is going to be hard. But from what I'm seeing, Donald Trump basically is flip-flopping every time. One time he's talking about taking away all the H-1Bs and the OPTs, and another time he said no, he believes in it because he himself uses it. But with Donald Trump, unfortunately, there's no way to really know where he stands, because he keeps flip-flopping and telling things that doesn't make sense really to people who understand the system and immigration. But it makes sense maybe to the crowd, but that's what he wants. Just the crowd understands it, and he's happy about that. But the truth is that analyzing it now from our perspective, I don't think a Republican, either it's Donald Trump or some other Republican who's going to be the candidate, is going to be easy on, unfortunately, an illegal immigration, what they call it, undocumented workers. But it might not be. It depends on the situation, how is it going to be for people on the legal side, H-1Bs, EB categories, etc. Now the question: how are the Democrats going to react? If Bernie Sanders is there might be some changes, because he's very much into kind of pushing things in America. So H-1Bs and everything might be not cut off, but might be reduced. And as for Senator Hillary Clinton, she says she's basically going to continue what President Obama has done, which is pretty much the same that we're getting, but the good stuff too. So we need to wait and see once these primaries are finished to know really where we stand. But the main news today is that the OPT new STEM rule is law, and they will be accepting it from May 10. But you can start preparing for it. And if you're a student, please do us a favor. We have a Facebook page, which is F1OPT, facebook.com, F1OPT. Please like it. I'm putting updates on a daily basis for students and that. And also you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. So ladies and gentlemen, now, this is Attorney Shah Peerally from the Shah Peerally Law Group. I will be glad now to talk a little bit to our listeners. If you want to call, the number to the studio is 408-912-5565. 408-912-5565. And if you want a private consultation, you can call us at the office 510-742-5887. The website to check is attorneyonair.com. It will go on Peerally Law, but attorneyonair.com. Please check it. We have a mountains of information there. We have advocated for immigrants for 12 years. I've been pretty much deep in many of those fights, including the H4 EAD, the Tri-Valley University situations. So I know what is happening out there, luckily. So I think we have one caller. Let me take the caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah.
Hi.
Hi. I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
My mom is here, and I applied for her green card.
Mm-hmm.
And they called her for interview. I heard nowadays they don't call for interview. And if they called her, it means something is wrong, or?
No, there's nothing wrong. It's not true. It's always been like that. There are three reasons they called for the interview. One, when you prepared the package, you missed some stuff. Two, they just want to make sure that the documents you submitted are genuine. Or three, they call you for a random check. Sometimes they will pick one case over 100. They will just do an interview to do random check. Most of the time, those interviews go very, very fast. Within 5-10 minutes, you are done. You're in and out. But if you feel there are some kind of issues, then you can take a lawyer with you. Let me ask you a few questions. when your mom came, after how much time did you file for her green card? Right away, or you waited a little bit?
3 months. After 3 months, I filed because
So,
after
one of the questions when you come and she came on a visitor visa, right? B1, B2, right?
Right.
Yeah. Whenever you come on those visas, and actually I have a good YouTube on that, what they're looking for is that when you entered, did you had the intention to file the green card?
Okay,
So,
but you think if they ask me that question, if they ask her what she should answer, like, it was
I
not
can,
planned?
as a lawyer, I cannot tell you what to answer, but the way the law works is like that. If you entered today, and the day you entered, you look at the sky, for example, you say, I love the sky here and I want to stay, you're fine. But what is not allowed is the day before you enter, before you set foot inside, you already had that intention. So the question is, how do they prove that intention? If they see you quickly, as soon as your mom entered, you filed it. In your case, that's not the case. Then it becomes one red flag. If they see at the airport, when they stop her, they find all her documents with her, for example, that she has brought with her together to file this document, then they can say, oh, she already had that intention. The whole thing revolves around intention.
Actually, she was here for two times she visited. That was her third time.
Yeah, most of the time those cases are very simple because even there's an intention, as long as she didn't lie at the airport, it is not a problem. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, you can give us a call. One of the attorneys in the office can go with you. Of course, there's a fee, but then we can go and sit with you.
They won't let the attorney talk because they said you have to hire somebody for, interpreter.
No. That's not true. That's what the interpreters tell you, just to make money on you. An attorney, when you go by your side, I've done hundreds of them, by the way, of those interviews, and actually I publish a lot of things on those. When you go there, usually the advantage of having an attorney by your side is one, the
then
attorney
I don't
can
need to take somebody to, translate. I mean, attorney can...
No. If you want to bring a translator, you bring a translator. That's for sure. But you can also bring an attorney. The advantage of having an attorney is that the attorney knows the law. They won't be able to abuse you. And two, if the attorney is there, the attorney also becomes a witness. A translator cannot do all this. A translator's job is just to translate. They cannot try...
I need to take a translator with me, or the service is there. I can ask them.
No, you usually have to bring one, but if they're not satisfied, they will call their own translator on the phone. The problem is that when they call their own translator, oftentimes they don't translate well. So it's a good idea to bring someone with you. And if you don't want to bring an attorney, you don't need to. But if you want to have an attorney, then give us a call or call an attorney. We'll be glad to go with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, Shah.
Good luck to you. And the number to call, 510-742-5887. So that brought us to some very good questions. And actually, I published some videos on the weekends on those interviews, actually for marriage interviews, etc. But the truth is that you don't really need a lawyer. But if you don't feel comfortable, the lawyer is basically there to protect you, not to make you feel more uncomfortable. So it's up to you. You don't really need it, but if you want one, you can always call us. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Yeah, hey Shah. Actually, I have a question about the approval notice. Actually, we received approval notice for dependents. I mean, for my spouse and child, and there is a correction in name. Actually, the given name there is a letter missing. So in that case, what should we...
What kind of approval notice you have?
797A.
Okay, on what kind? You get I-140, I-145, what is it?
No, it's a 539 extension.
539 on H4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what you can do, just write them a letter and correct it. Or you can go ahead and call them and tell them there was a typo. If the typo was from their, if the mistake is from their side, they will correct it
from their
free.
Side. Yeah,
okay.
I see
then
that.
give them a call. Give them a call on the 1-800 number and tell them about that and put an inquiry there. Otherwise, the other option is just to send them a letter with a copy of that and a copy of your form. The only problem doing that is that it just delays the case sometimes when you send a letter. Then it brings the case back to pending, kind of. Not always, but sometimes. So the best is just to give them a call and correct it, but it's not a major problem, by the way.
And
okay?
how long does it take?
Oh, I cannot really tell you right now. Those people are so lazy. No, sorry.
Yeah,
lazy.
the only question I'm asking is like, can we travel actually based upon the current approval notice, and we can tell them that the case has already been put up, something like that.
Yeah. You can do that because it's already been approved, so it's not a big problem. But just send them call them first on the 800 number. If they are not able to fix it, then you can send the letter. And if you don't know how to do it, just give me a call. We'll do it for you.
Oh, sure. But we can travel also, right? Based upon this approval.
Oh, yeah. This is a minor.
Because they're dependents. Yeah, dependent approval notice is like, because again, for a day, when they have to go for the stamping, they have to show this approval notice, right?
No. You don't need that approval notice because H4 is not like H1B, so you can get the new one. If they go for stamping, it's not even a problem. Okay?
Oh, okay. If they're going for the stamping, they need the primary petitioner's
yes,
notice,
yes.
not
you can bring your own petition 797 approved, but it doesn't do anything because the H4 is not like the H1B. You don't need that. Okay?
Oh, you don't need it. Okay. So anyway, so in short, they can travel, right? Even if that progress.
Yeah. They travel. As long as they have stamp on their passport, they can come back. Okay? Let me take another.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Dr. Shah. This is Raj.
Hi, Raj.
Hi. I'm calling for one of my friends who filed H1 last year in April 2015. And he got an RFE. His employer submitted RFE. Still, the status is, neither approved nor denied. So just wanted to check if it is normal and the chances of getting it approved.
You're cutting off. I didn't hear properly, but let me see if I can figure out what you said. You said basically the case was filed in 2015 and the case still pending, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Technically, you should not let it be pending more than 240 days. So if I were you, I would have filed a premium on this case. Don't let it go that long. It's almost 1 year now, so it's not normal. It is happening to a lot of people, but we had a situation like that last week. First, before you do that, I would recommend that the company call and try to get the case moving. If the case doesn't move, then premium, because now you have passed the 40 days, they might say, okay, hold on a second, your case has been abandoned. So you need to be in constant contact with them and contact them and let them know that it's been delayed, or the best is just to file a premium, upgrade it. It will be approved or denied within a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You are live on air.
Oh, hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I have a dependent on my name, and my wife has a separate H1.
Yes.
I have separate H1, and dependent is on H4 is on my petition. So if I am going to India for 3-4 months, if I leave my child with my wife, is that okay? Or somewhere I read that dependent also should go with the person who has the H1.
No, I didn't get your question. So you have two dependents, and the dependent you are going to travel to India, and you want to bring the dependent with you, or you're worried if you don't bring the dependent, it's a problem?
No, the dependent is here in U.S. Okay. If I leave, the dependent was filed on my H1. I mean, the H4 is for H1. Okay, so if I leave the dependent with my wife and I travel to India for 3-4 months, is that okay?
The problem is that where is your H1B at that time? If they cancel your H1B, then the H4 will be canceled, including your dependent. So it won't work like that. But if the H1B is not canceled, you're going for work abroad or you're taking a break, then as long as the H1B has not been canceled by the company who filed for you, your H4 will still be good for them. But 4 months, I don't know. It's very hard to tell unless I have all the facts. So give me a call at the office. We can kind of go over your case, and I'll tell you if it is a good idea or not, because they might be hanging with no H4 if your H1 gets canceled. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Good luck to you. 510-742-5887 is the number to call to our office, and the number to the studio today is 408-912-5565. This is Attorney Shah Peerally live, talking about immigration law, and also we'll be talking about debt settlement. And I think we have another caller. Let me take the other caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
You're welcome.
My question is about my sister and her husband. They have a 10-year visitor visa to USA, and they have made a few visits to USA, all lasting under a month. Mm-hmm. And I'm interested in applying for her immigration as a sister, and I believe that is under a fifth preference. And her visitor visa is valid for about 2 years more. The question I have is that if I apply for immigration for her, can she still enter USA as a visitor, during the process, because that will take pretty long to get under fifth preference, I think. And can her visitor visa be renewed? And is a decision to enter a subjective decision by the entry officer at the port of entry?
Wow, very good questions. You really aligned it well. First of all, the first part of the answer, will this affect the B1, B2? The answer is at their discretion at the port of entry. So basically, to answer your third part, usually no, because they know it takes too long. What you're talking about here is INE 214B, which basically we are talking here about what happens if you come with the intention and you have an immigrant petition filed for you. And if they renew it, there is a chance they won't give the renewal. But again, I've seen cases going both ways. But most of the time, no, it doesn't affect them because it takes too long to get for siblings. Having said that, there's no guarantee that they will, even they grant them B1, B2 visa to travel to the U.S. when they come at the airport, if they will let them in. So the answer is pretty much at their discretion, yes.
Okay, so and the waiting period for a sister would be for fifth preference would be
India, right?
For India, of course, yes.
Yeah, 15 years.
15 years, yes, that is what I thought.
Unfortunately,
So,
yeah. Try to find other options for them and give me a call at the office, because sometimes people don't know they have other options, like employment-based. I had a client who was kind of struggling with that, and then when I look at it, the case, that person was eligible for a national interest waiver, and ultimately she was not from India, it was from Pakistan, and we were able to bring that person under the national interest waiver. So you need to look into other options for them usually, okay? Good luck to you.
That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
give me
much.
a call, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. Franco is telling me the lines are blazing, so let us take care of everybody. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on here.
Hi, Mr. Shah. This is Ravi here. Thanks for the wealth of information that you share over the show.
Can you speak a little bit louder, Ravi? I cannot hear you that much. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Yeah, thanks a lot for the wealth of information that you share over the show.
Oh, that's kind of you.
I had a question about the H1 transfer and the EAD along with it. So, what's the best way to get the EAD as well extended, since I have an approved I-140 with my current company while filing for the H1 transfer?
Okay, you're filing for the H1 transfer for the EAD for your spouse. What you should do also a transfer and extension on the H4, and if it is done on time and the I-140 is present, she will continue on her EAD. But if the I-140 is cancelled before her H4 transfer, we call it transfer quote unquote, is approved, then she might lose the EAD. Having said that, they have not made clear rules on those. So I don't want to say you lost it, because until they give us clear rules on those. But from my perspective on the AC-21, if the H4 transfer is done properly while the H1 is done, the EAD will follow. Okay?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Good luck to you. I have a good article on this on H4 to EAD. I have a blog that is dedicated to EAD and H4. It's called h4toead.com, but you have to put www in the front. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you very much for your kind words. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi there. I have a question. My mother is a U.S. citizen, and she filed for my brother who lives in India. That was 13 years ago. And last November, we received a letter here, but we misunderstood. And then we also received another letter in December this year saying that the visa has been approved for my brother. My question is, his children are over 22 years old now, so and he has no interest to pursue if the children won't get the green card, and the one of the child is here doing her master's already.
Okay. So we need to look at it if the child is covered under the Child Status Protection Act. The way the Child Status Protection Act works is the time it took for the first part of the petition, the I-130, is obtained. Let's say it took 2 years to get that first part approved. You minus that from the age of the child at the time the case becomes current. It's different. The case has to become current. When the date becomes current, if you minus that, the child falls under 21. We call it the child at this point, but then the child qualifies. If not, then that child doesn't qualify. But if the child is doing a master's and things like that, maybe we have other options for him. So it's better to talk to a lawyer. Just don't give up on it, because there might be a chance that you can use it. I've done a case recently where it took 10 years to get the I-130, and we hopefully will be able to minus that 10 years and give the child the proper. But the problem with the Child Status Protection Act is kind of complicated to calculate it. So give me a call at the office. We will sit down and calculate the dates for you. Okay? All right?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. 510-742-5887. And for those who want to know, we do consultations on the phone also, because I have clients all over the world now. We have people calling from Middle East, from India, Pakistan, Europe, Africa, Australia even last week, and Fiji. Recently, I wanted to say our hearts go to the people of Fiji after the big hurricanes. I come from an island where they have a lot of those hurricanes, so it is heartbreaking, and I've never seen something so bad. And it's kind of I mentioned it last time, but anything you can do to help, please help. And also for those who can help, also what's happening in Syria, the war is kind of turning down a little bit. We hope so, and there will be a lot of humanitarian needs there, so please help there too. And we know also some places who are affected by flood last time in Chennai and everything, so please help there, because it's our duty as human beings to help each other. We don't want to divide like some politicians want to do. We want to unite, so it's very important that we form part of the global citizens. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm online.
Yes, sir, you're online.
Am I speaking to Shah?
Yeah, this is Shah.
Hi, Shah. Good morning. My name is Kranti Kumar.
Hi, Kranti.
Yeah. Hi. My question is, currently my wife is on H4 right now, and we are looking for to start MS program in one of the universities. I've been approaching a couple of universities here in the Bay Area. So, and also I would like to mention that my current company has filed my green card, so that's still under the process in the kind of LC approval, and also maybe in another 1 year I might get my I-140. So considering this, so I have a confusion like when she get admission into MS, do you recommend to convert from current H4 visa to apply a change of status to F1? And then when I get my I-140, can we convert back from F1 to H4 EAD? So do you recommend, is it the right way, or what's your opinion on this?
Well, yes and no, depending what are your goals. You convert to F1. There are disadvantages and advantages to convert on F1, and actually I wrote extensively about this too. The advantage of converting to F1, if ultimately there's something that doesn't go right on your I-140 or the H4 EAD, you can always go back to, you can use your OPT or even CPT sometimes. So that's an advantage. But I don't advise people to abuse either the OPT or the CPT, because it will hurt you. Your approach is pretty good. Move on the F1 and then move on the H4. However, F1 comes with a lot of strings attached to them. F1 visas, for one, is attached to the State Department and the service, and the service is a major headache. Unfortunately, I have to say that. But it has gotten better in the past few years, But now it's still, you will be controlled by two departments, Department of Homeland Security and Department of State. So that's the disadvantage of being an F1. Having said that, most people do it this way and it works out for them. So it's not really a legal, but there is an issue now. There is an issue that when you're filing the F1, if there's an I-140 file for you, they might claim there is an immigrant intent under INA 214B, which I mentioned earlier, and they can deny the F1. But it happens very, very rarely because there's no real attachment at this point, but they can claim it. Apart from that, I think that your approach is pretty good, and then move to H4EAD. Hopefully H4EAD will still be there, just to let people know if we get Trump as president, for sure it will be gone.
Sorry for interrupting. So from H1 to F1 right now, I can simply apply for change of status. That's pretty good, pretty straightforward. When I apply for from F1 to H4 EAD, is it a straightforward like change of status, or any complications like do I need to go for stamping, anything else?
No, you don't need to go for stamping. The H4 to EAD is a little bit tricky, not difficult. The reason for that is because you went on the F1, not because of the H4 EAD. The F1 itself, when you shift, they really kind of question you on your OPT, your CPT, etc., etc. But we can help you on both, either to convert from H4 to F1 or F1 to H4 EAD. So far, I've done more than 200 probably, or 300 of those H4 EAD, and luckily, touch wood, we didn't get a single denial. So even one which we thought was going to be denied, we got it converted based on the 6-year extension. So because the I-140 was dying in the middle. But we can help you on both. Just give me a call, 510-742-5887.
Sure, that sounds good. So I'll give a call and I'll take an appointment with you.
No problem. But right now at this point, I think your approach is pretty good. So keep it this way, but make sure you're moving to a good school, okay? I mean, good school, there are a lot of schools that are blacklisted recently, and I don't want to mention them here, but be careful which one you're moving to, okay?
Sure,
okay.
Definitely.
Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, sure. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. So I don't know if I have more callers now, Franco, but I will put a hold on the callers right now. I'm going to talk about another topic apart from immigration. As I mentioned earlier, for those who are listening, if you need help on the H4 or the H4 EAD or moving to F1, we will be glad to help you. So I think we have one caller, but just tell the caller to hold on for 1 minute. I want to introduce the topic of debt settlement because we are getting a lot of calls now. It seems like there is a panic or whatever is happening. A lot of people are finding themselves pretty much trying to get rid of their debts or cleaning their debts in order to buy properties or things like that. So we can help you if you have a credit card debt or you have a loan debt or you have even an SBA loan debt. Not student loan, by the way, but other debts. We can help you get you out of this and make you move forward. One of the questions I got, and I made I wrote something about this yesterday, is a lot of people get scared if they settle their debt and they don't pay their debt, they will go to prison or they will be charged criminally. In California, I can answer for California, unless you commit some fraud or you have a debt that the court instructed you, like child support and things like that, you don't go to jail for it. Even that, you can fight it, but you can be charged if you commit fraud. But a regular debt, for example, you own credit cards and you cannot pay, they don't put you in jail for that. Unlike the Commonwealth system where they do, I heard, but here in the U.S. it doesn't. It falls under the civil matter. I repeat that. So you can always settle your debt without the fear of going to prison or getting your H-1B canceled or getting your green card. However, don't abuse the system, but we can help you and make you get a fresh start. Check this website, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. We have some good success stories. You can check on it. And please let us know if you need help, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You are live on air.
Hi, Shah. I already filed for my sister. I am a United States citizen. Do you think she can apply for a visitor visa? She won't be denied?
Yeah, that's what I was answering before. It's a luck, right? You can always apply, but they can say, oh, you have a petition file, and they will deny it based on an immigrant intent, which is Immigration Nationality Act 214B. But having said that, it's your luck. Most of the time you file, and most people I know, they get it. But the truth is that they have a right to deny it based on that. It's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's at their discretion, unfortunately. Try it. Don't give up. Just try it. And
Yeah,
as long as
because
she can
my cousins, all those years I was asking attorneys, they say, oh, they can deny, and I didn't even apply. But my cousins, they're coming. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I didn't even...
it's a lot of luck. People don't know this. Luck forms part. But this is what you need to prove that to get a visitor visa. I'll tell you that right now. One of the things which is the most important is ties to your home country. What they're looking for is basically saying, hey, you're coming here temporarily and you will be leaving. And as long as you can prove that, how do you prove that? You show that you have business in your country, you have a job in your country, you have family there, you have a house. If you can prove this, you should get your visitor visa.
She will come with the kids. She can show, like, they go to school and...
Yeah, exactly. But the only problem is that depending on the officer who's doing the interview, sometimes they don't even look at anything. So what I tell people to do on visitor visa, unless it is denied for fraud, keep trying. Because I had a client who I said that, I remember when I started the law show 6 years ago, she called and I told her that she kept trying, and then last year she came to me, she said finally they got it after 4 years, but they did get it. So you have to keep trying, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Shah.
Good luck to you. Good luck. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Jagdish. Actually, I have a question regarding my mom visa.
Yes, sir.
So my mom visa is expiring, B1, B2 visa is expiring on September month.
Mm-hmm.
So she's here. So how do I renew the visa?
Okay, what are you talking about here? The visa stamp on the passport, or you're talking about the I-94?
No, in passport.
Passport, you have to do it outside. You cannot do it from here.
So what is the procedure?
Okay, the procedure, you go to the U.S. consulate, you reapply for the consulate. But if your mom is here, she just wants to stay, you can do an extension of the I-94, not the visa stamp on the passport. That's different. You go in the U.S. consulate, you make an appointment for B1, B2. I have a video how to apply for a B1, B2 on my YouTube. YouTube/Shah Peerally.
It's a renewable. It's a renewable. So.
Of course, it's renewable. You can go and get more. There's no limitation on that, but they still have to pass all the tests, basically saying, okay, are you coming back? Do you have ties, etc., etc. But there's nothing special. You just go and reapply for it. But you cannot apply inside the U.S. You have to apply outside. And here we're talking about two things. If you want them to continue staying here, you can do the I-94 extension. That's status extension. But if you want to get the stamp, you have to do it from outside. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think I have one more caller. I'll take it, and then I will have Amit later joining us. Let me take that one caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Yeah, my question is, there is any law or scheme you can get a business visa from India to coming here or no?
Yeah, there's no law, but there are options like L1A, EB5. Yeah, there are many of them, but not E2 visa, but the rest, yeah, it is there. L1A is not an investor visa, but it can be used as an investor visa. EB5, 500,000.
Business visa, business.
Yeah, there's no business visa. It's not directly like that. There is a business visa, which is EB5. It's a straight green card. You have to invest $500,000 or $1 million. Okay? But what you should do, give me a call at the office, and I'll tell you about the options for you, because each person, they come to us, sometimes they don't know, and then I find other visas for them, like L1A. If you transfer the employee and you open a business here, you can make it an investor visa. At the same time, you get a green card down the road too. So give me a call on 510-742-5887, and we'll do a consultation on this, okay? So ladies and gentlemen...
742, and then 78...
742-5887, okay?
Okay, I will call you first. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, I won't be able to take more callers now. I think I have Amit on the line, but before I take Amit quickly, I am going to discuss about debt settlement, which I was talking about earlier. We are helping a lot of people on debt settlement, credit cards, litigation loan. A lot of people are in litigation because they basically owe money or someone sued them and they don't know what to do. They end up by paying a lawyer to defend them, which is the right thing to do. But ultimately, they end up by losing. So what we can do, we can negotiate those debts at the beginning, at the outset itself, and get rid of them and make a deal for you, and you get rid. For example, $100,000 can end up by you paying only $10,000. An example here, okay? I'm not saying you get that all the time, but you do get it sometimes. And we can do it on second mortgages too. People are not realizing there are second mortgages. Many properties now in California, which are kind of remote places, and certain counties are going down, and not in the Bay Area, but other places. So we can help them. And we have seen a case right now where the property went down by $200,000, so the second mortgage is underwater. So we can negotiate the second mortgage for you and get you out of debt. So please give us a call, 510-742-5887. And anything I tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The big news is OPT, new rule, H-1B season, and also new debt settlement rules. And I think Amit is there. Amit, are you there?
Hey, Shah, yes, I'm here.
Hi, Amit. How are you? So,
good,
Amit,
how are you?
I'm doing well. So Amit is going to talk a little bit about real estate and debt settlement, and hopefully in Punjabi for our Punjabi and Urdu listeners and Hindi listeners. So please listen to him, and we'll be back on Thursday from 10 to 11. Bye-bye. Thank you, Franco.
Thank you, Shah, and Sat Shri Akal, Adab Namaste to all the listeners. Hope you guys are safe with all the rain, and be safe as the weather is going to dry up a little bit more, and we will have the rain back, I think, probably next weekend. So market actually is very, very, very crazy right now in real estate, and just so I'm here to give you a little bit of that update and let you know what's happening, and got to see study services the बारे में information लेना चाहते हैं क्या, then you can call me, and I am here to help you out in anything that has to do with the real estate. We do actually work out all over the Bay Area in all the counties and all over the California as well. तो मेरा नंबर है 510-299-9361, and my website is gambhiramit.com. So Sat Shri Akal, Adab Namaste to everyone. And the market actually is ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਕਾਫੀ hot ਹੈਗੀ, ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ interest rate ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ they are